The Knights Who Say Na, Tomoe Gozen, Episode 2, The Book Club. Inside Niko's apartment, water rages from the kitchen faucet, swirls the white porcelain, and sprints for the drain, but is quickly overtaken by bits of red. A flood of red. It's blood from Niko's hands scrubbing violently to remove the gore. She pours thick green dish soap onto her hands and scours violently until she is interrupted by the doorbell. She whips her head around.
Shit.
She covers her mouth in surprise.
Don't curse.
The doorbell rings again.
I'm coming!
The blood is definitely not clean, but Niko doesn't have a choice. She swings around, reveals a war zone in her apartment. Dirty dishes, a graveyard of takeout boxes, half-finished sake bottles, and Tomoe Gozen's blood-stained lamellar armor. Niko scrambles, lifts the armor, it's much heavier than she expected, and stuffs it into a closet. She rushes to the door and swings it open to find Chie, mid-40s. Round face, large body, big smiling eyes, and a Star Trek The Next Generation t-shirt.
Hey, honey. Hey. I know I was supposed to bring wine, but I didn't have time to go to the store. That's a lie. I was playing Warcraft. So, I took Toshi's Sapporo.
She holds up a case of 6 bottles, like she just caught a trophy fish, then pushes past Niko without noticing the blood still crusted to her shirt. Meanwhile, inside Niko's bedroom, Tomoe's point of view is a kaleidoscope out of focus. Blues, greens, and reds pulse out from the center, then coagulate into a single fuzzy image of a stuffed unicorn smiling on a bedside table. She tries to move, but a sharp pain pins her down. She inhales desperately, pulls focus to look down at her bandaged ribs. A Rorschach of blood stares back at her. She catches a pair of eyes in her periphery and whips her head in panic. She's staring at photos of strange people smiling. They're beyond her understanding. She forces herself up from the bed, cringing with effort. Her head throbs, ribs throb, and heavy breaths exhale as she runs her hand along the wall for balance. Then, Tomoe flashes into a fragmented memory. Cherry blossoms fall like snow. Swords clash, blood spills. Her vision rips through the battlefield to find Yamabuki. She's knocked to the ground. Tomoe screams as a sword pierces her neck.
Yamabuki!
Back in Niko's living room, Chie tries to twist open the Sapporo, but pulls her fingers back in frustration and pain.
Do you have a bottle opener? I can't get it. Yeah, I have a bottle opener. Somewhere. I have...
She trails off and takes the opportunity to disappear into the kitchen. Niko shuffles through a couple drawers.
Did you finish the book this time, Niko? No, not yet. This was a crazy one. I had to read some of the chapters twice. You know when you read a paragraph and you don't remember a single word? It was like that. I never heard of Schrodinger's cat before either. Those different dimensional ideas or something. I was kind of confused actually at first.
The doorbell sounds off again and another flash of panic explodes on Niko's face.
I can't find a bottle opener.
Niko rushes to the front door before the next doorbell.
It's okay. I did this in college.
Chie uses her teeth to pry open the bottle cap just as Niko whips open the door to reveal Junko, late 30s, tiny build. Her hair is pulled tight in a ponytail, and everything about her seems carefully planned, from the red socks that match her red shoes to the red hairband.
Hey, Junko, come in.
Junko steps forward and quickly notices what Chie didn't.
Is that blood? Blood? No blood.
Niko tries to cover herself, but Junko quickly pulls her arm away.
Are you hurt? Did you hurt yourself? No, I didn't. It's not blood. I was cooking.
Junko and Chie both look at the graveyard of takeout containers. They're not buying it.
Hey, Junko. Did you hear of Schrodinger's cat before this book? Of course. I thought you teach science. Chemistry. High school chemistry, which doesn't involve quantum physics.
The doorbell rings again. Exasperated, Niko quickly turns and opens the door one last time to find Moe, mid-20s, black denim, black t-shirt, black lipstick.
What's up, old ladies?
Back in Niko's bedroom, Tomoe is launched from her flashback like a punch to the chest. She stumbles over, her hands hit a Samsung remote, and the television blasts Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. The noise and the picture send her into a fit of rage as the synapses in her brain fire erratic flashes between a past she can't connect with and a future she doesn't understand. Tomoe grabs the closest thing to a weapon next to her and wields a broom. Tomoe smashes it into the television with a force that blasts through the bristles and cracks the LED screen, leaving a rainbow of glitching colors. Her scream alerts the women in the living room. They whip their heads as it grows louder.
Niko?
More ungodly sounds reverberate through the room.
What is that? Are you killing someone in there?
The growl behind the door grows louder.
Niko, say something.
Niko's silent dread manifests into reality when the bedroom door is ripped from the hinges, splintering like shrapnel. The women squeak with terror as Tomoe Gozen emerges with the frayed broom. She heaves, wild-eyed, and casts a feral glare at the book club.
What the hell is happening, Niko? Who is that? Oh shit, she's looking at me. Ashigaru! On me! What's Ashigaru? What's Ashigaru? I don't know.
Tomoe charges forward despite her injuries, twirls the broom over her head, and swings it out with all her might, smacking Chie in the face with the harmless bristles. Chie topples over onto the couch.
She hit me! Run!
The women scatter. Tomoe locks onto Junko with the broom.
Die! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Junko dives under the small dining table and curls into the fetal position. She cringes and closes her eyes. Then, nothing happens for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Her eyelids open reluctantly. Maybe the nightmare is over. Then, she's ripped backwards across the floor by her ankles, clawing at the ground and screaming.
She has me! She has me! Oh my god!
Tomoe pulls Junko across the floor, consumed by rage, when a sofa cushion blasts Tomoe in the face. She topples to the floor. Moe stands victorious.
Stop, psycho lady!
Junko takes the opportunity and scrambles to her feet. Chie grabs an empty vase as a weapon.
I will hit you! I'll do it! Please stop! Please! We are not here to hurt you.
Tomoe's rage is replaced by confusion and panic as she scans the room and the strange women closing in around her.
Stay back! Hit her, Chie! Hit her with the base! No! We are not going to hurt you. It's okay. Everything is okay.
Niko pads forward with an outstretched arm like she's trying to tame a wild tiger and gently places her hand on Tomoe's shoulder. Her face reactively softens at Niko's motherly touch. A collective sigh of relief spreads across the room. Niko's eyes connect with Tomoe's.
See, it's okay. I'm here to help.
It's almost a mother-daughter moment, until Tomoe sweeps Niko's legs out from under her and Niko hits the floor hard. Tomoe gets on top of her and is about to strike when the front door swings open and Sakura yells out, "Mom!" Tomoe looks back and catches on Sakura's similarity to Yamabuki. The high cheekbones, the inquisitive eyes. Tomoe flashes back for a millisecond and in the brackish waters of confusion, leaps from Niko and sprints for the door, knocking Sakura out of the way as she bursts into the hallway. Tomoe sprints down the antiseptic corridor like it's a hospital in a horror movie. She chances a paranoid look over her shoulder, then throws open the glass doors of the building and finds herself outside on the streets of Tokyo. Consumed by what feels like a million bodies on the sidewalk, Tomoe is pushed and bounced by shoulders and hands. Tomoe stumbles off the sidewalk, trips down to her knees on the asphalt, and only has a second to register the pain when a car honks. She turns just in time to catch a taxicab barreling toward her. She's never seen anything so fast. Tomoe dives to the curb just as the speeding vehicle clips her leg, spinning her body 180 degrees. She lands with a thud and barely peels herself up from the pavement. The sea of bodies, the flashing cars, it's all a nightmare that only gets worse when Tomoe cranes her neck upward to find a kaleidoscope of colors and noises she can't process. It's a massive, 100-foot-tall LED samurai on a billboard, and it looks shockingly similar to her nemesis, Uchida. This video game advertisement induces pure panic, and for the first time in her life, Tomoe Gozen feels intimidation. She turns, pushes through the bodies, and hurls herself back through the glass door of the building and into the hallway where Tomoe falls into Niko's arms. Later, in Niko's living room, Tomoe Gozen sits on the floor, backed into a corner, looking out at the 5 women stealing glances at her.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I'm telling you, she was dressed like a warrior. Like military? Yes. No, not like that. Old. Like old samurai. Mom, I don't care. This is kidnapping. I didn't kidnap her. I saved her. From another ancient samurai warrior who turned to dust and disappeared after she killed him. It wasn't dust. It was like purple. Look, it's what I saw. Ask her. I'm not asking her anything. What's her name? I don't know. I don't remember. It happened so fast.
Sakura slowly moves to Tomoe, trying not to upset her.
What's your name?
The question hits her like a surprise jab. Tomoe searches the archives in her mind, and as if she's surprised that she found the answer, she blurts out,
Tomoe Gozen. How did you get here? Where are you from? I come from... I think I've seen her before. I recognize her. I don't know. You don't know how you got here?
Tomoe flashes into a fleeting memory. Somatic vignettes of swords clashing, blood and wailing.
I was in battle. I was fighting them.
Chie looks down at her book on the coffee table. The cover reads, Dark Matter.
Who were you fighting, Tomoe? I don't remember who.
Her eyes go glassy as she flashes again to horrific images. There's a woman she's smiling with. Then that woman is being killed, stabbed through the neck with a sword.
He killed her. Who killed her? I was there. I was fighting. And then I fell. I fell through something. I don't know where I am. I can't remember who I am. It feels like my memories are being stolen. Excuse me.
Moe holds up her smartphone.
There's a Tomoe Gozen who fought that Tyler clan on Wikipedia. And this was in the year 1184 before she mysteriously disappeared.
Chie immediately holds up the Dark Matter book.
Time travel. I was gonna go with the psycho lady who attacked us. It's lying, but sure. It could also be time travel. It's not time travel. Stop saying time travel. I feel like I'm the only sane person here. It could be time travel. It could be something. I saw a fight, and I saw what happened to his body.
Niko looks to Tomoe, and something about her connects. The intrinsic strength. Everything.
She is strong enough. What?
Niko looks to her book club.
Everyone should go home now.
She looks back to Tomoe.
We need to help you. This is my daughter, Sakura. She's going to clean your wound and give you sutures. I am? Yes. You're going to help this woman. Right here, in the living room, not in a hospital. Right. Right. That makes sense.
Niko turns back to Tomoe.
Will you let us help you?
The next morning, Tomoe Gozen wakes from a night of sleep she desperately needed. Her bandages are expertly wrapped now, and there's no blood seeping through. She stands up, still trying to reconcile the world around her. Her head starts to spin with the confusion until she exhales, slowly spreads her feet apart, and begins to fluidly work through her martial arts forms. Tomoe turns and throws a kick into the air, and it brings her around to find Niko watching from the kitchen in her Sato Cleaning Services uniform. Tomoe eyes her peacefully and motions for her to join.
No, I don't know how. I don't know how either. Only my body knows. Just do what I do.
Niko puts her espresso down on the counter and pads forward. It starts slow. Tomoe throws a straight right punch into the air and then nods to Niko, who follows suit. Strike after fluid strike, and then Sakura comes stumbling out of her bedroom.
Mom, we are going to be late.
She pulls up short and stops herself. Sakura watches her mother like she's never seen her, throwing punches, kicking her legs out, and for the first time in a long time, she looks strong. Tomoe brings the form to a slow stop. Niko looks to her daughter.
I'm ready to go. You can stay here and rest. No, I'm going with you.